Are you alright?
I'm just singing. I'm from singing.
Benny? No, it's fine. Um,
Wish there was a text chat in here so I could go ready player one.
I was hoping you didn't notice. I was hoping.
Notice that two people have the number
Praying.
1 in their name. For shame.
Over on the, I guess, pier? I don't know.
Callouts are so 2017. Here we
Yeah.
only talk about bullshit.
Oh,
fuck. It's birds.
Well, do you have bullshit to talk about then?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Luke has some spicy anime beliefs.
And what are they?
Cause I went over his house
Alright.
this weekend and he pretty much just played. We just played Odyssey all the entire time. It was good. He beat it.
24 hours of Odyssey?
More or less, I think so. And I kind of want to get back to that in a bit, but
Alright.
we started talking about anime, and one thing that I don't know at all is that he said My Hero Academia is going to be the next Naruto / One Piece.
I mean, it's basically on its way there. It's not really a spicy take.
Okay, I didn't know that. I was completely unaware. He said that, and I'm like, what, really?
No, yeah, I mean, like, it's currently the second best selling series in Shonen Jump, and one of the top sellers in Japan in general. It's not quite, well, not as One Piece sales numbers, but it's not quite Naruto yet, but it's getting there. It's getting there.
Interesting.
Like, it's almost there. Like, you just give it like a bit more popularity, it's fucking there.
So yeah, he said, I'm not going to start watching it until it's, like, close to done or a lot of episodes in or whatever. And I'm like,
I mean, it's on
right,
season 3 now, so...
Yeah, it just started, and if it's going to be the next Naruto, then, I mean, it's
gonna go for fucking ages. You might as well jump in now.
going to be a long way away. I'm like, alright, Luke. Meanwhile, I'm waiting, we're waiting every week for the fucking Yokai Watch anime to get translated, but we'll get there. That's not the next Naruto, but maybe that's a good thing.
Not at all. In some ways, it's a good thing. It's kind of the thing with, like, all, like, the big long-running shows like that and series like that, is that they just run out of steam eventually. Like, understandably, too, like, the grind that, like, manga... Oh, fucking go hard, just bounce my rock, bring it off his head, what are we doing? But, yeah, like... like, the grind on, like, manga authors, like, the sheer amount of work involved, it really wears people down, and gives them, like, almost no time to do the work, if they're in Shonen Jump anyway.
Yeah,
So...
I always hear about Shonen Jump from these anime YouTube people.
It's because it is the single biggest... Like, manga are, like, serialized in magazines before they get, like, general releases. So... they get magazine sales and then sell like volumes of all the chapters from the magazines later on. And of these, Shonen Jump is the single biggest and basically always has been. Like, you name a major anime series, odds are it's manga if they have one ran in Shonen Jump at some point. Like
Yokai
One Piece,
Watch.
Naruto. No.
Pokemon.
Pokemon, no, because that's like not originally rooted in the manga. I'm not sure what. I don't think the Pokemon one ran in the magazine. I'm not even sure.
Joseph Joestar.
Actually, yes. It started out in Shonen Jump.
That you were gonna say that's the name of a character, not the anime. But that segues into my other point. I don't know what website or whatever does this, but Luke is thoroughly convinced that there are 3 seasons of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And not 4 parts. And for anyone who...
Technically, there's 4 seasons. You could argue that like both part 3 ones could just be one big season.
I mean, his argument, for anyone who doesn't know, there are 4 parts of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure with 4 main protagonists that are different at different points in time. They're all part of the same story, but they're all different characters, different circumstances, stuff like that.
It's probably more accurate to say same continuity. It's not the same story.
Okay, but sure. It follows the same
different
timeline. They
stories.
all exist in the same world.
Yeah,
It's just
they even exist in the same parts, where
they're
part
fucking
4 has 3 different JoJo's in it.
yeah, they're like all, you know, relatives. One part happens like 50 years after the other, you get it. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
But Luke is convinced that because part 1 and part 2 both deal with Hamon, which is the magic before stands, and vampires, that is 1 season. So every time I mention part 4,
like in the anime, it is 1 season. Yes.
I hate that.
Because the
What the
first 10
fuck?
episodes of season 1 were part 1, because part 1's actually a very short manga. And then part 2 is like the rest of that season.
How come this is the first time I've ever heard this nonsense?
When we were watching it, did you not realize that, like, when after we got to episode 10 of season 1, it suddenly transitioned into part 2 at episode 11?
No, you were handling
did.
the things, but everyone
No,
calls it part
it did.
2.
Because in the manga, it is.
So I say part 2, and he's like, ah, that's the one with the stands.
No.
No,
wrong.
it's not. I'm just like, God
No,
damn
see, the thing
it,
is that
Luke.
here's the thing: you're fundamentally misunderstanding the part nomenclature. The part nomenclature is from the manga. Part 1, Band and Blood, is Jonathan Joestar. That was like what? I don't know, like 50 to 60 chapters of manga, and then that ended. Part 2, Joseph Joestar, Battle Tendency.
I don't like
Part
that
3,
name.
Stardust Crusaders.
Yeah, I don't
Part
like these
4,
names.
Diamond is Unbreakable, so on and so forth. The
Why are you
anime,
talking like
because
this?
I'm explaining it to you.
Weird, but okay, keep going.
I'm sorry for telling you, speaking up and being the explanatory.
No, I mean, no,
God,
just the cadence, you know?
And then the anime, because, again, part 1 is actually a very short manga. So, if they were to do an anime series on part 1, it just would not, they would have to, stretch the ever-loving shit and come up with filler to make it reach, the 26 episodes they were licensed to do. So, instead, they did part 1 for the first 10 episodes, and then part 2 with basically everything completely intact in part 2. Part 1 saw some minor cuts to early on content to fit it in. Yeah, the two together formed 1 anime season, 26 episodes.
Oh. Okay.
So season 1 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventures anime is parts 1 and 2 together. And season 2 and 3 of the anime are actually both part 3.
Ugh. But there are 4 parts,
Yes, and currently animated.
so I'm still right.
I don't know, whatever. Yeah.
That's all I need to know, if I'm right.
Yes, there are 4 parts animated. Yes.
So part 3 isn't the one with the Heartman stand.
Hardman stand.
Yeah.
Crazy Diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's part 4.
Okay. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know to
Yeah.
be right.
So yes, you're right. There's 4 parts currently animated.
Okay, I mean, at least I understand now why they did it. I thought it was like Crunchyroll or whatever, just saying, "Oh fuck it, just put them in 1 season because they're kind of the same concept."
No, they did it because they basically had to make everything fit and actually work. And basically the mangas after part 2 were basically consistent 150 to 160 chapters. Parts 3, 4, 5, and 6 are all roughly the same length. So, they can very easily fill an entire season by themselves. Part 7 is shorter in overall length, but it has enough shit going on that it could still pull it off.
In 2030.
Part 8 is still ongoing, so who knows?
Just makes me mad. They
Do you have
fucked it
any
up.
other hot, spicy takes?
No. Well, I have a hot spicy take of my own.
Go for it.
So last night on Twitter, the poll ended. I actually didn't check the results. But last night on Twitter, I made a tweet about asking if playing as anything other than Mario in Super Mario Odyssey was a chore.
Right.
And I don't know if that was the right word. I thought about the right word, and I'm like, you know what? That's probably the right word. And I said agree, like strongly agree, disagree, strongly disagree. I'm surprised a few people said strongly agree. I thought, I was going to be the only one here because Mario Odyssey is a 10 out of 10 game. And you can't have a 10 out of 10 game where most of the parts, or not most of the parts, but a lot of the parts don't involve you playing as Mario, but as a bird, or a hammer bro, or a Goomba, or a Paragoomba.
Actually could.
What?
You probably actually could.
But like, I was watching Luke play the game, and I was like, every time he entered one of those bonus rooms, oh fuck. Every time he entered one of those bonus rooms, where like you had to play as that enemy, because that was like the gimmick, the challenge or whatever,
Yeah.
I'm like, man, if I was playing, I would just be like, ugh. Like, this is a part of the game that would be a chore. So, I was wondering what other people thought about that.
Let's see. I did vote in that poll.
What did you say?
Disagree.
I knew it. You bitch.
I mean, I'd probably think it'd be elaborate, so.
I mean, yeah, like I could see different control schemes are fun, but it wasn't saying Mario Odyssey's like a bad game. It was actually it's not whatever the opposite of a backhanded compliment is.
Everyone already dead.
I don't know, a backhanded insult or something. I don't know. Either way, because the whole idea is that playing as Mario in Mario Odyssey is extremely fun. Like I love the fast rolls, I love the long jumps, I love the rolling and the dive, motion controls notwithstanding, obviously. So like, just having to play as a slow ass bird where you just walk around, poke a wall, and then sometimes you can't poke into the wall again.
One of the fastest forms in that game.
Yeah, that's sad. That's sad.
Like its speed is like comparable to or superior to Mario in its chosen environment.
In its chosen environment. So like what I was saying is like, or not what I was saying, but what I was thinking is like, wouldn't it be cool if just like all of Mario Odyssey was built around Mario? Instead of these transformations. Oh!
I don't know that I agree. Like, sure, like a pure platform thing, I get that, but like, as they are, I think they're just fine.
This kind of goes into the, like, what was that one thing I said in the past? Oh yeah, about how Mario Odyssey's main gimmick is basically just, like, bouncing off of Cappy instead of the, it's more of the gimmick than, the transformations themselves. Yeah, I didn't have an egg.
There was like 6 there because I had like, killed a bunch of taxis, but I was in Inkjet and could not get them in while being sniped. Oh well.
Well, there's one thing that Mario and the transformations do have in common. And what I told Luke was, imagine this in all caps, the rule of Super Mario Odyssey.
Okay.
I wish I could do this, but better, you think to yourself. Here's the solution. Shake your controller! And that's every transformation.
Yeah.
And then it's the same for Mario, but it's like much more prevalent for the transformations too.
I mean, I would argue it isn't because I basically never used any of them until like the Goombas in the Ice World.
Yeah, like they don't even tell you the bird one. The bird one is the best one, and they don't even tell you that because the bird just spins up and goes much higher than the slow ass flicking.
The flicking isn't slow at all though.
It is.
Like I don't know how you were doing it, but it was fucking fast to me.
Move down, charge, it goes and then it's like, okay.
Reverse.
The bird's design is great though. I like that.
Bird's design is like a really good indicator of Nintendo's general design philosophy.
For a second, I thought you were gonna say design flaw, and I was like, what?
Design philosophy, which is that form follows function.
Oh, they're both going for me. Hilarious.
Sick.
Nice. Nice.
Fuck me. What is this griller doing? What is happening?
There's a person behind, like in the down area.
My one's chasing me.
Nice. It would have been better if I could just jump away from the small fucks. Oh, but just stop shooting and jump. These are gorillers, my friend. Every second I'm not shooting is a second where it just pulls the opportunity for it to pull the thing back in, and then you have to shoot it a million more times than you would have to otherwise. Fuck you, grillers. They're a lot easier than they used to be still.
Oh, that is the weapon sets. Because the Tender Bro is like putting some fucking work in here.
Surprised I figured that would be too slow.
No, like at close range, it just hits so hard that you can like put them into their stun thing in 2 shots by itself. And then, you know, just giant shield to like eat the tiny waves.
Another spicy take was, I guess, Luke did the bare minimum in Seaside Kingdom because he couldn't be bothered. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, I guess because there's like so much water to go around.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't do the Koopa free running. He wouldn't do it.
Like in general or there?
At all. He wouldn't do it.
Oh.
I'm like, he would run past, I go, Koopa free running. And you go, yeah, maybe later. I'm like, ooh.
Not everyone wants to do racing.
He doesn't even know what it is. He hasn't even tried it. He wouldn't even try it.
Yeah, from the names, I guess it's probably some like speed challenge and for like whatever. Yeah.
He was fine with fucking Balloon World for several hours.
It's goofy shit, I guess.
And that reminded me or made me want to actually go re-hide all my balloons. I guess if your balloon gets popped, your friends can't see your balloons. Which I hate. It's such a stupid mechanic. Why? And then of course I know, but like you can't expect your friends to just be like that. Like for strangers and earning coins, sure, but like just make it so that if your balloons pop, you can't earn coins from it. There you go. Because my balloons wouldn't show up at all, and I figured that your friend, like the friend balloons, stuck around even if some person popped it. Oh, I'm dead. One alive.
And like the malls have just come together and made ink underneath them to fuck me, I guess. I'll tell you at least. Alright, anyway. You saying?
That's about it.
Alright.
It's insane how much I like Odyssey. Oh.
I think it is. It's a good game.
I mean, yeah, but no one would believe it but the things I say about it.
Yeah.
Criticisms I say out of love.
I mean, it is that thing. If you really love something, you will critique it because you know how it could be better.
It could be Sunshine. Yeah, someone I follow was like, Nintendo make a Sunshine 2, and I'm like, nope, don't trust current Nintendo. Shake the controller to make Flood shoot for longer so you can hover farther. That's what it would be. That's what they do. We know it. That's the truth.
Well, that's what, more specifically, the Mario division does. Zelda division has its shit together.
Oh, wait until the next game. Mario Odyssey was such a huge success. It was because of the motion controls.
No, because it was Mario. They're not that stupid. Like, Nintendo know their shit. Like, the only motion controls in Breath of the Wild are just pointing. You can use the Joy-Cons to point the bow and aim, which is, you know,
terrible.
That's oh, that's fucking weird.
Splatoon aiming. It's probably not as good as Splatoon, though, is it?
I mean, it feels basically exactly the same to me.
Well, it's better than Odyssey, then. You have the tank in Odyssey, and you can use the gyro aiming, but it sucks. You want to 2-cycle that electric bug boss that's unnecessarily stupid and long? Too bad. You know that attack where it goes into portals and then it just runs at you and it's extremely easy to dodge?
Yeah.
Why is that in the game?
Because this is a game for children, Chris.
No, children. You're the one who's saying you should respect children. Here's this guy.
I do, yeah, but you have to also realize the reason stuff like that's in the game is because like they're also designing it for a younger audience. Like this is something a younger audience can easily process.
A 2-year-old could dodge those things.
That's the intention, yeah.
No, you want them to get hit occasionally.
I mean,
that's the whole point of an attack.
You know,
the whole point of an attack is maybe someone will get hit by it eventually. No one's getting hit by that. It exists just to waste time. Fuck you, bug boss. Also, I think in the latest patch they removed the flower boss's subtitles, which I think I complained about on here. Like such a tiny, petty thing to hate. Where it was like, flowers, 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 mess up all the flowers, fuck you, biped! And I'm like...
Yeah, like, what do you mean? Like, it's pre-fight dialogue? Or?
Yeah, I think they removed it, because I didn't see them with Luke.
Yeah.
Both times. Oh, sorry, spoilers, you fight it again. Wow. Oh, and the octopus boss is so poorly designed that during the refight, Luke had no idea what to do. He didn't...
I mean, when I refought it, I didn't really know what to do.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, this is hilarious. No one knows that the rain refills the thing, because that doesn't make any fucking sense!
Well, no, it made sense to me when I figured that out.
But you
like,
figured it out, you know? It makes sense, but it doesn't, because you're shooting out more water than any rain could give you, even heavy rain.
I mean...
Sean.
Like, that's not... That's something I can talk about as well, because I can...
I haven't watched the Beyond Two Souls thing yet, so...
I don't want to... I'll not go into major details about that when we do talk about it then.
But, what is it? Oh yeah, and then you know how it's above clouds?
Yeah.
And you know how, like, the lava is supposed to make it seem like the water pressure damages its head? But, like, I mean, I ground pounded it. I forget if you ground pounded it.
I ground pounded it as
You
well,
ground pounded it because it's so... You look at it, it's like, that's a ground poundable surface.
Yeah.
Well,
You're like, I'm above it now, I will just drop into its head.
Yeah, so Luke didn't know the water pressure did anything. Especially because of wonky hitboxes, because there were times where he was shooting above it, and it didn't register. It's
also not clear telegraphing, because it took me, like, I think until, like, my third go when I was, I died, like, from trying to ground pound it, missing, or shit like that, and I just died, and I was like, fuck it.
Yeah, it's like,
it took me that long to realize the water pressure actually does hurt it.
Yeah, and every hit, it goes like, dun, 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 and then it gets hit. So it plays, if you hit it once, it makes that sound once, and you can sometimes barely hear it, even on this giant-ass loud TV.
Yeah.
So it's like, you don't even know it hits registering, and even then, he just goes like, rrr. It's almost as if, like, you splashed water in his face, and he's, like, slightly perturbed instead of being damaged.
Yeah.
So, in that refight, you're above clouds. There's no ground. So, there's one little island where you get the little Gushin transformation. So what Luke thought you had to do was bring the dude over close to the island, ground pound its head, and then dive back to the island. And he tried it, and it was actually feasible. The problem is that the camera was jerked away from him every time, so he just kept missing the hat dive. And then he eventually figured it out. But I'm just like, all they had to do was keep the lava on its head. Why does the lava get removed? What happened? What happened? Did that show up on the screen? The stream?
What, the snake?
I think my TV just died and then came back. That was weird. Okay.
Is it still dead?
No, it's back. That's weird though. Maybe the HDMI? I love hearing the spoilers for this game. Yeah. I hate some aspects of this game. It can't be a 10 out of 10 game, and not because of Bench Guy. Who didn't get Bench Guy yet.
You keep saying that, and it's kind of like, at this level of quality, I feel like that's just a matter of subjectivity.
What, Bench Guy?
No, like the just general thing. It's like if someone gives it a 10 out of 10, that is their prerogative. I can see that. I don't know if I necessarily agree, but I can easily see it.
The only game that's 10 out of 10 is Super Mario Sunshine and Paper
Final
Mario.
Fantasy 9.
That's it.
No, Final Fantasy 9.
Final Fantasy 9 has a jump rope minigame. It's automatically disqualified.
No, it's actually perfect. Man.
Final Fantasy 13
What about it?
is a 10 out of 10 game.
No, it isn't.
Let's see. Does Final Fantasy 13 have motion controls?
No.
Does Final Fantasy 13 have transformations?
Yes.
Oh, well, never mind. That's a 9 out of 10 right off the bat. Because lightning is probably extremely fun to platform as.
You just hold forward and she does it for you.
Ah, just like The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I forget, does Link jump in Breath of the Wild?
He does. He has a jump button for like the first time in the series.
Does he double jump?
No.
Ah, rats, they could have. Does he get a power up that lets him double jump?
No.
Ah, they're rats, they could. Ah. They could have made it 11 out of 10.
I mean, I would like to see them do something like nuts like that, but it would require like design changes to Breath of the Wild and how it works, and there's a lot I could go into here. But you need to play the game first.
All right.
Fuck.
Question:
What?
does Final Fantasy 13 have Cappy?
It has something worse.
I don't think that's possible.
You don't know Hope S time.
Do they remove loading screens and have the Cappy person give you basic controls?
No, because you only need one controller and it's smacking the X button no matter what.
Can
You
someone
don't
get
even
this in
have
for
to
me?
pick character party command. Just smack the X button and it'll do it for you.
Squeeze out. Oh. 33, by the way?
Yeah, I know, it's fucking nuts. Ooh, 34.
The real question is, what's the new Mario game gonna be? They could do Mario Odyssey too.
I guess.
And they'll probably keep everything terrible about the main game, but I wouldn't complain.
You'll complain, but you'll still buy it day one.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
You'll be streaming it on like fucking 10 a.m. that morning.
Yeah, because I'll be buying it digital, baby. No need to worry about Amazon getting it on time or going to the store when it opens.
I have topics.
They could.
They could.
People want New Kingdoms as DLC. They could just make a Galaxy 2 situation.
Yeah.
It would be so much better, and it would be out fast. All right, I think that's it for Odyssey.
Okay. We can stay on Nintendo though, because I have a Nintendo topic. So you remember like I don't want to say like roughly 2 Nintendo Directs ago, they announced or showed off SNK Heroines, like that game you stuck in your mind because it has like a character in kite print lingerie and all that.
It looked like she was in bondage, like BDSM in that one thumbnail.
Yeah, her. So, you know how we were kind of like, what the fuck is this doing in a Nintendo Direct? Like, how the hell?
They put Samus in?
No, it turns out Nintendo wanted it there. A lot, actually.
Yeah, because Nintendo's horny now. Have you seen Fire Emblem?
Yes. But, there we go, I have nothing but, when the game was, like, first, like, in development, like, the Western publisher, NASA, were like, they only signed on to do the standard PlayStation 4 edition, and the developers weren't actually making, where did the X go? Weren't actually making a Switch version at first. Developers SNK, surprisingly. Snake. And at Gamescom, I think it was like 2017 Gamescom. NASA and SNK representatives were there when suddenly Nintendo of Europe approached them and said, we would like to work with SNK for some exclusive shit. Because SNK had been doing like a lot of arcade ports and Metal Slug ports and shit for the Switch that were selling very well. So, like they brokered a deal then and there to get a Switch version of SNK Heroines, and not only that, the standard physical edition, like in all regions, is Switch exclusive. You can only get a box copy on PS4 if you buy like the limited edition. And Nintendo then also did one further and said, in the return for this, they will buy up a load of copies and just handle general distribution of the game in all regions. So there you go. The reason why I was at that Nintendo Direct is that Nintendo are directly distributing it for the publisher.
Directly.
Ha ha ha. But there you go. That's why it's there. Nintendo actively headhunted this game and wanted it.
Wow.
So fun facts.
Good job, Nintendo.
I mean, it's probably a fun game. SNK are good, like fighting game like developers, so
I wouldn't know.
Trust me, they are.
No fighting game developers are good. Got them. Yeah, I gotta. That's another thing. While I was at Roots, I gotta stop saying got him.
Why?
Because did you see that one video I liked again, where it was the Cuphead, your mom gay?
I didn't know. I tend to avoid like Cuphead videos and shit because I don't want to see any of the bosses, so I want to play that myself. And
it's just like a minor cutscene where someone typed over it, and it's just Elder Kettle saying "your mom gay," and then Cuphead and Mugman look surprised, and then he just there's a wait, and then he points at the screen and says "got him." It's so fucking funny for no reason. So okay. Now I'm saying that a lot. I gotta stop that.
You've always been saying it a lot.
I know, but I know now I'm saying it more. I know it seems impossible, but oh, Dwight. What do I have? I have guns. Good. Ah! It's okay. We got it. You need it. Just like a mini mall.
Also, in the same interview where NSA revealed this, they said that their Switch games so far have sold like 2 times the amount of the PlayStation 4 version. So
good.
The Switch is just mad money, apparently. Just for everyone. Like they're the latest developer to say something like that. Like, Switch people will just buy fuckloads of games, apparently.
I think that's Sony. I never made that list of 100 reasons why I don't like Sony, which would be pedantic for the most part, but just to anger David.
You should do it though. He's like, you should do it because I want to bear witness to it and watch him get mad.
It would pretty much just be like 100 reasons why I hate the PS4.
That will also.
Which would be probably even worse. And I like the PS4. Well, do I?
I don't know.
Do I? Let's say that every PS4 game was on like the computer. Would I like the PS4? The answer's no. So I guess not. I like the PS4 for the games it has exclusive to it, I guess. You know, and I'm saying, you know, games that are properly optimized, since now that's the thing I have to look out for.
It's all like on both platforms, really. So.
Because there are games for the personal computer that are terrible. They just don't work. So we're lucky Nier got that one fucking fix-all mod. Oh, we're gonna make it. We're good. Maybe the Switch is like that just because, like, is it cheaper than the Sony PlayStation 4? I forget.
The Switch as a console is actually more expensive than the Slim, but it's
the
cheaper
Slim, right?
It's cheaper than the Pro.
Okay, well, everything's cheaper than the Pro except for Xbox, right?
I mean, basically.
The normal Xbox One is probably more expensive than the PS4 Pro.
I don't think it's more expensive. I think it is actually eerily close.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
And then the Xbox One X is just like 1.5 times the price, and it's like, well, all right then.
I mean, the only thing the Xbox has to its name is like Halo, right?
I mean, that's basically and even that might not last. They might just put the next one on PC too.
Oh yeah, Windows 10, right?
Yeah.
I have,
And if they do, there's like literally no reason to buy an Xbox.
it's like I don't even have any like nostalgia connection or any connection to Halo, so that doesn't mean anything to me.
I do because I played like quite a few Halo games. I ain't read like the Halo novels. Those are actually fun reads and all that. Halo was good shit up until the original creators Bungie left, and then Halo 4 was a bit and then Halo 5 was just like actually trash.
What's the name of the Fi, whatever the Zelda character's name
Cortana.
is? That's the Windows 10 assistant. That's not the one.
Yeah,
in
because
Halo.
No, that is the one in Halo.
No, it's
they named
not.
It after.
Nah.
They named it after her.
No, they didn't.
They did.
Oh,
You can say no.
Oh
they
God.
They did. That was the entire point. They're like, we can name it after her.
That's terrible. Oh no.
Yeah.
No one liked that
to
character,
Microsoft.
from what I've
Actually,
heard.
people did. She was like nice enough in like the original games, and then Halo 4 and 5 completely fucked her up. Just completely.
Wow, that ain't everything.
In the name of drama.
Hello,
Hello, I am Cortana. I am an AI who now has magic powers. Here you go, Master Chief. Let us punch a nuke in space.
It's honestly probably better than the AI in Metal Gear Survive. I hate that thing.
I mean, you know, it's not really a hard bar to pass.
I still like it more than Cappy. I hate you, Cappy!
You'll never be free of Odyssey.
It's just like, you know, bad like, what do you even call those characters? The characters that like tag along with the protagonist.
Sidekicks, partners.
Partners? Maybe partners. It's like that.
Companions. AI companions.
Cappy is the worst of the worst. Flood is godly, by the way.
I mean, I don't quite understand your skill anymore, but alright.
It is quite pitiable. Look, the only reason people hate Flood is probably because of the unskippable opening cutscene.
And also the fact
That's
that he just, every so often he'll just tell you here's a really obvious, simple thing.
It's like in the bottom corner of the screen, not in the middle
corner
of it.
The screen. It's not the bottom corner of the screen, it's like the right side of the screen.
Well, yeah, the water thing has to be there. And then he goes, Mario.
And then
But
his
Mario,
text box
Mario.
is the right side of the screen. And it's like, hit him now, Mario. The thing you can see you have to do with, like, visibly with your eyes. It's like, right, thanks.
I mean, at least
to
when...
be fair, that's like the Nintendo partner in general. Except for like Midna.
Lakitu.
Like a godsend.
Except for Lakitu. Mario 64 is still the best and only good 3D Mario game. The Luma doesn't do anything either.
Nah, no, it's fine.
Does the Luma even count though? Like, it does show up every time you spin, but I don't think anyone ever remembers it. At least not as much as Lakitu. Like, who
it's not
remembers
really a character because it doesn't bother you. It doesn't say Mario punch the thing now.
It goes meow
like every so often.
every so often in cutscenes.
Yeah, it's like that's fine. It's like a cat. It's fine.
You know, Rosalina and Luma. Why is it not the Luma that helps Mario in Mario Galaxy?
Because Nintendo missed like really obvious simple tricks.
It's like that's a unique Luma character, and it's important to Mario.
It should be that, but no, because Nintendo. They decided that the yellow Luma, because it looks like a star.
No, yellow's
Mario
ugly.
Star. Yeah, but it looks like a Mario star.
That's something. I mean, if I start on Lucario being Steel type, you have to stop me. There's that new Pokemon. I forget its name. All I remember is that it has Aura at the end of its name because of a funny JoJo meme.
What?
It's like Zera Aura or something.
Okay.
Is that it? The yellow?
I don't know. Like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't know what that Pokemon? You haven't seen it?
No.
It was like officially revealed finally after it got data mined, so everyone already knew about it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
In between these waves or whatever, you gotta Google that. It's like okay, this is kind of hard if you don't know what it is.
I mean, describe it to me, I guess, or describe your flow or whatever the hell.
It's yellow, but no, it's like it was designed in a. I don't even know who quoted what this is from anymore. Like Mike Panutz or Connor, his friend. I don't know, but it's like made in a lab to be a Lucario clone.
Right.
It's like Lucario 2. It's like, okay, Lucario's kind of old hat. He's been in like every game. We need another new popular kind of, man-dog thing.
I've been doing that since Lucario every time. Like Zoroark was that.
Well, this thing not only has that name, but also has like features of Lucario too. But Zoroark sucked. Lucario was still omnipresent. I think now they're like, okay, Lucario is too old. It's time to make a new one. And he's just electric type for some reason. He's not electric fighting. Even though he looks like he can fight. But don't say it, Chris. Don't say it, Chris. But it's weird. I don't know if everyone's like, oh, Gen 8, Gen 8. No, guys, this is old news. Sorry. Gen 8 is coming, right?
I mean, yeah.
This thing is basically like Volcanion, you know?
Let's see this fucking thing.
Team Flare's water heater. That was also leaked.
I don't want to see trailers for this fucking dumbass movie.
Well, that's
show
what
me
it was.
A picture of the goddamn thing.
That's what it was revealed in.
Yeah, but I don't care. Just show me a picture of the fucking thing. Your entire internet. Why are you so fucking terrible?
Oh, we got the thing. How about that? Which is good.
I didn't.
Oh shit! It's past 6. Okay, we should. After this.
All right, I see it now.
Do you like it?
I mean, I guess I'm neutral on it. I don't really care.
Yeah, I wouldn't really care either, but it's yellow, so I kind of have to hate it.
All right.
But like, it's just it's weird. So that's the whole new Pokemon thing. I don't even know what they're gonna do with it. I kind of thought that, like, for the longest time, I thought it was already in the game, and it was one of the Ultra Beasts that I just kind of didn't know about, like that bee one, which they finally got a proper bee Pokemon that's actually kind of all right, I think, stats-wise, usable. Because Vespiquen is not at all, and Beedrill kind of is.
And Mega Beedrill is.
Asterix, Mega Beedrill.
But they're freezing Megas out, so.
Yeah, they are. Oh. You know, that kind of sucks. Like, that doesn't make any... It does make sense because it's the Pokemon company and they always do this, don't they? But, like...
Yeah.
It's like, it sucks. I hate it. Like, Alolan Pokemon, we're not going to see those again. Megas, we aren't going to see those again. Ultra Beasts, the next Pokemon game isn't going to have any of them.
Yeah. Ultra Beast will just be like yet another legendary filler thing for the post game. Get all the legendaries moved.
Yeah, they're just gonna say, here are more portals. We can't be arsed to give them actual events. Just go in a portal and they'll show up.
Yeah.
In a void. And that's kind of why I'm like, whatever. I mean, Switch Pokemon is, they already have me. It's something to stream, right? Because I can stream it.
True.
I'm kind of like, well, the 3DS dream is dead. I don't think there's any good 3D capture card anyway, but I might just be like, I kind of want to play Kirby Robobot. I might do that in the near future. I kind of want to wait until it's on sale though, but I don't know when that is because I don't know when Nintendo does sales because I just assume they never do.
Like basically never.
It's like they had that sale for my birthday month in December and I just kind of ignored it. Because I'm like, I have every Nintendo game I want. What Nintendo game could I possibly want? Oh. So yeah, that was Splatoon 2. We don't have any battle block, but even if we did, we wouldn't be doing it.
Do you have to go somewhere?
Yeah, actually, Deku Mania, who I've hosted once or twice, was like, hey, do you want to play 100% Orange Juice on my stream later? Around nowish? And I'm like,
okay.
fuck yeah, bud. So, I might be around
I'm
there.
being cast aside.
Yep. I have more friends now, Gavin. Hey, on the bright side, that gives you time to play The Witcher or whatever. Do things you want to do.
Which I'm doing. It's this wonderful thing of like, I want to play this game and now I'm being paid for it. Fucking yeah. Oh well.
I don't like how the squid kids look when they become human. Alright.
Oh, and just to throw this in at the end, Beyond Two Souls is fucking terrible. Like, oh my Jesus God.
Yeah, we could probably talk about that next time. I'll probably get on that. That'll be stream homework for me.
Yeah, you need to watch it because oh Jesus. Oh Jesus.
Come on, it can't be that bad.
Oh Jesus.
Like I watched Heavy Rain and it wasn't oh Jesus, you know, it was just like
I mean, if you thought Heavy Rain wasn't oh Jesus, I really need to like open your head. And
it wasn't oh Jesus, but it was like okay, come on, come on, and then a little more forcefully like come on, and then it just got, and then they did the Indiana Jones Freedom Fridge thing, and that's when I'm like, come on.
Beyond Two Souls is full on oh Jesus.
I guess we'll have to see, but yo, you can look forward to that, and I won't spoil Odyssey anymore. Maybe. You know, it's not guaranteed.
You will.
It's not guaranteed, but I'm sorry about that. Because, you know, I was like dead silent when Luke was playing. Like, dead silent. I would not say anything. You would ask a question, I would not even answer. So, I feel kind of bad about that. It's fine. Hopefully you'll forget. Maybe you'll forget by the time you get it. But if you understood what I was talking about, hopefully you agree. Anyway. Bang! It's over.
Boom.